I'm a little fool. I mean, my God. They are literally trying to lock me up with this stuff. 1 year. Locked mental health facility for 1 year because I'm telling the truth. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling the truth.
Thanks for calling Itasca County Court Administration. To pay a traffic ticket, citation, or fine on a criminal case, press 1. For jury reporting instructions, press 2. For all other court-related questions, press 3.
Oh, shit.
That is an invalid selection.
3.
Try again.
3.
Please wait while I transfer your call.
Oh. Yes, my name is Patrick Parmeter, and I had a court appearance this morning, and I cannot get into the Zoom. I'm trying, and...
You can't get in there?
Correct, ma'am, yes, and I am late. Because of that, I'd like to... And it says call this number if I couldn't get in, ma'am.
Are you trying the app, or are you on your internet browser?
I don't know. It just said go to zoomgov.com/join. And that's what I did. I just followed the instructions.
Okay.
Browser's address bar. Well, it just says it times out. It says times out when
after you like put the meeting ID in?
Yep, and passcode. It says times out.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I like to ask the judge continuance or whatever. I would like to get an attorney actually to represent me during these proceedings.
Is it supposed to start at 9?
Mine says 8:45.
Okay, I'm just looking for it on my calendar here. Do you have the court file number in front of you?
Yes, I do, ma'am. It's
What is that?
31-CV-25-1714.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since it's giving you issues with the Zoom part, I'm going to give you a phone number that you can just call into.
Alrighty, ma'am. Thank you. I'm just grabbing a pen real quick, ma'am.
Oh, you're okay.
Alright. And I did believe it, hopefully. This is good. So. Alrighty, thank you. What would be that number, ma'am?
It'll be 833.
Okay.
568.
568.
8864.
Alright. No problem. I will call that number right away. Is there any way you could get word to the judge? Know that I'm trying to get in?
Yeah, I'll let them and then that court clerk know that you're going to be calling in and that you're calling.
Okay, sounds good, ma'am. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think being an eccentric asshole in today's society would get you locked up for an entire year. Oof. That's crazy. That's absolutely terrifying. Let's be honest. That is absolutely terrifying. 568 8864. The very person I'm speaking.
Welcome to Zoom for Government. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound. You have not entered.
6220 pound.
Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to continue. Please enter the meeting passcode followed by pound. entered any numbers. You are in the meeting now. There are more than 20 participants in the meeting.
Wow.
You are muted. You can mute or unmute yourself by pressing star 6.
Okay.
You have been added to the waiting room.
Alrighty.
You cannot talk or you are muted. You can mute or unmute yourself by pressing star 6.
I don't even get to hear what's going on.
It's star 6.
Star 6, okay.
I just admitted a device into the Zoom courtroom. The last 3 digits are 673.
Yes.
Can you please unmute your device? I think you do it by pressing star 6 and identify who you are.
Okay, just,
You are unmuted.
yes, my name is Patrick Parmeter. I do apologize.
You should be unmuted now.
I do apologize for the tardiness. I was having some technical difficulties and I had to call in. I do apologize. But I am here.
So the device ending in 673.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, and can you please identify who you are and what hearing you're appearing on?
Patrick Parmeter. Kind of the
Okay, Mr. Parmeter.
guest of honor on this little shindig. So.
Okay, we did call your case, but when we got word that you were trying to connect, we suspended it to give you an opportunity to connect.
Okay.
So I've already called Itasca County Sheriff's Office versus Patrick John Parmeter, Itasca County Court File 31 CV 251714. We've already noted appearances. So Jake Folkold is here on behalf of Itasca County, representing Lieutenant Kyle Curtis. And now you are present. It is now 9 o'clock, and you've been able to join the session.
Yes.
So Mr. Folkold, it's his turn to present what he would like to present to the court, and then we'll move forward. So go ahead, Mr. Folkold.
Thank you, Judge. I begin by calling for the testimony of the petitioner, Lieutenant Kyle Curtis.
Okay. And Lieutenant, if you could raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony you give will be true and correct?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, and then Mr. Folkold.
Thank you, Judge. Lieutenant Curtis, can you briefly indicate to the court how you are employed and what your position is?
I'm a lieutenant in the patrol division of the Itasca County Sheriff's Office. I've worked for the Itasca County Sheriff's Office for the past 15 years. I'm a licensed peace officer within the state of Minnesota.
And is it true that you are the representative of the Sheriff's Office who signed the petition for the extreme risk protection order in this case?
I am.
And that petition is against Mr. Patrick Parmeter, is that correct?
That is correct.
Where does Mr. Patrick Parmeter live?
He lives on County Road 35. I have the address here in my notes. 50181 County Road 35, Deer River.
And that's in Itasca County, is that correct?
That is correct.
And Lieutenant Curtis, can you indicate to the court what your concerns specific to Mr. Parmeter are, such that you filed or decided to enter this petition with the court?
Mr. Parmeter, as of recent, has displayed issues with his mental health, posting on Facebook and having contact with officers. It's aware in the Itasca County Sheriff's Office of his mental health. We've also received a report from the petitioner of a harassment restraining order, which is a neighbor in close proximity to the Parmeter residence, that he was carrying firearms and patrolling his property lines as reported by them.
And Lieutenant Curtis, is it true that along with this petition, a number of police reports were submitted in support of the petition?
That is correct.
And would that include a police report from the Itasca County Sheriff's Office from April 22nd involving allegations or concerns, rather, that Mr. Parmeter would attempt suicide by cop?
I do believe so.
And with regard to that incident, what was the information that the sheriff's office received about that, just generally?
On July 22nd or April?
In April.
April 22nd. Stand by here with me for a minute. Harassment officer safety report on Patrick, posting disturbing videos on Facebook, reported by Joe Dobson, including rants about law enforcement. The video includes a sex toy on Mr. Parmeter's head. Facebook was added to the petition, and it also includes issues where Patrick makes comments about the Itasca County Sheriff's Office.
And regarding the, I guess the allegation of the sex toy or whatever, what is your understanding of what was alleged there? What's the sheriff's knowledge about that?
So at one point, Mr. Parmeter took the sex toy to his property boundary and was displaying it to his neighbor, which then eventually created a situation where the petitioner neighbor applied for harassment restraining order against Mr. Parmeter.
And was that, to your knowledge, was that harassment restraining order granted?
It was.
What is, to your knowledge, what has been the level of compliance been to the sheriff's office's knowledge with regard to that harassment restraining order? Have there been reports of alleged violations?
There have.
And what is the nature of those alleged violations?
July 22nd, the petitioner in that harassment restraining order reported that Mr. Parmeter was patrolling his property with a pen on his head. The neighbor believed that this was intimidating behavior and directed at them. There was also a vague threat on Facebook where the reporting party, the petitioner in that harassment restraining order, believed that they were being threatened. A deputy responded and advised that the threat was insinuated but could not be substantiated.
Has the neighbor indicated concerns about this behavior?
Yes, multiple times.
From your perspective as a lieutenant of the sheriff's office, do you have concerns about this behavior?
I do in the fact that I went onto the Itasca County GIS website and I measured the proximity of Mr. Parmeter to the petitioner's residence. It's on Bowstring Lake. It appears to be an old resort or cabin-style setup where the lots are relatively small and the residences are approximately 50 feet apart.
You have concerns specifically that the harassment might escalate involving the use of firearms?
I do. From the initial incident where the harassment restraining order was granted, through the display of a sex toy, now there's the display of a firearm. We are concerned as to what could occur next. While with Mr. Parmeter in conversation, he said he wears a firearm on his hip due to his neighbor advising that there had been issues between the two.
Are there any other concerns or anything of note that you want the court to know about this matter?
One issue is, I believe, confirming his mental health status is after the service was made, the firearms were seized and the ammunition was turned over, Mr. Parmeter made a Facebook post that was entered into Axon Evidence at our office where he indicates that he has more ammunition. This prompted myself and Lieutenant Bob LaFair to meet with Mr. Parmeter that next Monday. When we arrived there, Mr. Parmeter spoke to me as if I wasn't Deputy Kyle Curtis and had no knowledge of who I was, even though I was 5 feet away from him then, and I was 5 feet away from him during told me that Deputy Kyle Curtis had planted methamphetamine in a vehicle of his while we were searching and located 2 guns that I found in his Suburban. I did not search his Suburban. Deputy Jorgen Harshbarger searched his vehicle at the time of the search, and Mr. Parmeter was present. I believe these are all indicators that Mr. Parmeter is struggling with some mental health issues, as he's finding it hard to find reality. There's also claims by him that I have not only added drugs to his Suburban, but also to Jack Daniels whiskeys in his residence and in his creamer and his coffee in his residence during the consent search for his firearms. At no time did I bring any form of controlled substance to his residence. Had never been to Mr. Parmeter's property prior to the service. He also claims that I am working Shane Hirschbach as an informant regarding this order. I have never met Mr. Hirschbach before, to my knowledge. All these indicate to me that the sense of reality that Mr. Parmeter has is not what is real reality.
Understood. And with that, Judge, I would ask for this time to receive the 4 police reports submitted by the Sheriff's Office in support of the petition. These have been labeled as Exhibits 001, 002, 003, and 004 in Mindy's. These documents have additionally been filed with the court in a redacted format. I'd ask the court to receive these documents into evidence at this time.
Okay. Mr. Parmeter,
Yes.
do you have any legal objection to the court receiving those documents?
I would like to I feel that this is a point in time where I would like to get on the record.
Okay,
I would
sir,
like, yes.
and you'll get that,
Okay.
Mr. Parmeter, so you just have to follow the court's directions here, okay? Because there's a certain way I need to run this hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So my specific question, and you'll get an opportunity to speak, but my specific question is, do you have any legal objection to the court receiving those exhibits?
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what this
Okay.
means. I'm not an attorney. So I
Okay,
don't.
that's fine. Mr. Parmeter, you've
Yes.
answered my question,
Okay.
and then we'll move on to the next part of the
Thank
hearing.
you.
So the court will receive those exhibits offered by Mr. Foucault. Anything else, Mr. Foucault, or any additional questions for Lieutenant Curtis?
Judge, I have no additional questions for Lieutenant Curtis.
Okay. So, Mr. Parmeter,
Yes.
now we're at the stage of the hearing where if you have questions for Lieutenant Curtis, you can ask them. Your questions are limited to what Mr. Foucault has already asked him. So if you have something connected to what he's already been asked, you can follow up and ask your own questions.
Okay.
So do you have any questions?
Once again, I'm not an attorney, and I would like the
questions
representation of
you'd
the. I would like representation. I'm not an attorney. I would like representation,
so
ma'am.
you have
A continuance, please.
you have no questions.
But yes, I do have questions, ma'am. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, Lieutenant Curtis, you said the other gentleman there during the seize of my firearms, you said? What was that individual's name? I didn't catch that, first of all.
Deputy Jorgen Harshbarger.
Harshbarger. Okay. Thank you. And it was yourself and him in my house during that time?
That's correct.
That's correct. What was my demeanor at that point in time?
You were out with Deputy Mike Collins.
Correct.
While after you consented to the search.
What was my demeanor, Lieutenant?
You consented and you were agreeable to it.
Okay. At that point in time, did I seem like I was not in reality?
It could be said that your body movements and the way that you were reacting to us, that you had an altered state.
Interesting. Are you familiar with nerve damage? Medical nerve damage.
If you're asking if I'm a doctor and could diagnose it, that's no.
Then how, in your reports that I've read, you said that it is clearly under narcotics. Do I have any, on record, do I have any history of any type of drug use? Any history? Convictions, medical documentation, that I have any history of drug use?
Other than your Facebook post where you indicate to the fact that you do use narcotics, I don't know.
Excuse me? I never once admitted to using narcotics. Would you please, what Facebook post is this? What day? What is it that I said? Lieutenant, please.
The one after, Mr. Parmeter, the one after we served you in your response to the service.
Oh, so where I was, I did not willingly ingest narcotics. Are you referring to that post where I'm accusing you or that other deputy of putting narcotics?
In that post, you do make accusations towards me and the other deputy, correct?
Yes. So you're saying that from that post that I'm accusing someone of drugging me, that's use, voluntary use of narcotic history? Is that what you're talking about?
In the video, you indicate to the fact that you have an injury in narcotics use.
Wow. Your Honor, I'd like, in your report, it says patrolling my property with a weapon. At the time of this alleged patrolling, and you said in that document also clearly under narcotics, which unless you have blood tests, and I walk with a limp and nerve damage.
I'm confused as to what report you have, Mr. Parmeter.
Oh, it would be exhibit. Oh, what was that? I do apologize. Wasn't expecting to have to fully defend myself in a court of law today. All right, it is, I do believe, Exhibit A. Or no, I'm sorry, 1. Wow. Where it says I am patrolling. No. Once again, I was not expecting to be forced to defend myself today with, patrolling. Okay. Oh. Let me get my glasses on here. So, residence, and she believes that may be indicative of drug-related activity. That is Exhibit 4, where it talks about clearly drug abuse or narcotic use. Also, in your petition, in the original petition, it states Parmeter's actions and behaviors, patrolling and brandishing a shotgun and a handgun. What's that mean? Brandishing. For the courts. Brandishing. Patrolling.
You have it out for others to see.
So this exact same time, the neighbor Brian Harrow brandishing his, correct? Yes or no?
I did not take that report. I believe Deputy Wyatt Trombley took that report.
That the neighbor, Brian Harrow, was also at this exact same time frame wearing his weapon in a leather holster on the exact same hip in the exact same position as me? Deputy Trombley took that report?
Deputy Trombley took the report that you were in possession of a shotgun and a pistol.
You're not answering the question, Lieutenant. Brian Harrow, my neighbor, was he wearing and brandishing a weapon on the same hip with a leather holster at the same time frame as this? Yes or no? Was he wearing a weapon?
Investigate that incident. It was forwarded to me by Deputy Wyatt Trombley.
I think the answer is I don't know. Would that be correct, Lieutenant Curtis?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead, Mr. Parmeter. Next question.
During that time frame, did I not talk about the neighbor threatening me with a weapon?
During which time frame?
That you were at my house to confiscate or seize my weapons.
Yes, you indicated that.
Was there any action taken upon that? Me saying that.
You indicated that Deputy Wyatt Trombley had previously investigated that complaint.
Deputy Trombley, the one of the people that I have multiple complaints about coming to my property, also saying that
Objection. Mr. Parmeter's not asking questions. He's testifying.
I am not an attorney.
And, well, you're still held to the same standards. Do you have any more questions? You can I'll give you an opportunity to present your final closing argument. But do you have any more questions for Mr. Curtis?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. And, okay. If you can move it along, though. If you can move it along, that would be great, Mr. Parmeter. Go ahead.
Well, I'd like to state for the record that the next year of my life is on the line here. And I have already asked for an attorney, but I'm being forced to continue with this. So, Lieutenant Curtis. Okay. I got off track there for a second. Apologize. Let me get back on track here. The records say a potential suicide by cop. I have no idea what that is in regards to, or on the 24th. Just because I danced, because of a... Did you watch the video of me with a dildo on my head? That has been brought up. I do believe that...
I did not.
You did not. I move to dismiss this case completely, Your Honor, because if he is petitioning for my mental health, and he has not even watched what started all of this...
Mr. Parmeter, your request to dismiss this case is denied. Do you have any other questions for Lieutenant Curtis?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. How many times? What does patrolling my property mean? For your what do you determine patrolling my property versus walking from my shop to my house? What's the difference?
I guess, are you asking me an opinion of the definition of patrolling? Or
Yes.
Are you asking me...
Why are you saying the words patrolling my property? Why are you saying I'm patrolling my property?
In the report?
Yes.
I'm asking a question.
In the report.
Because it was reported to us. It was reported to Deputy Wyatt Trombley from the petitioner of the harassment restrainer, who was also your neighbor, that you were patrolling.
Okay. But you also indicated that you have video of this.
There is video that was forwarded from the neighbor to us of you carrying a pistol in a holster and also a shotgun.
Does the neighbor also carry a pistol in those videos?
Objection. Irrelevant.
Sustained.
That's the basis of all this. It's 100% the basis of all this. Okay, moving forward. Who determines what my mental health is? You are saying, the Itasca County Sheriff's Department is saying that I have a history of mental health issues. What makes you truly believe that my mental health should be called into question at all?
I believe that those are all stipulated in what Attorney Folkold brought forth in the petition.
Which simply just states decreased mental capacity. Well, like I've expressed in every single one of my videos that you have referenced, I'm eccentric.
Mr. Parmeter is testifying again.
Sustained. So, Mr. Parmeter, so there's another part of the hearing where you can present your argument. Do you want to move to that?
Yes, please, because I'll
present your argument to the court.
clearly this is biased and one-sided. But yes, we will move it.
That makes sense too.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Parmeter, only one of us can talk at a time. So if I'm talking, you have to stop talking. Okay? So we'll start with Mr. Folkold. I'll get your closing position, Mr. Folkold, then Mr. Parmeter,
closing.
you'll get a chance to give yours. Okay? Go ahead, Mr. Folkold.
Thank you, Judge. I'm asking the court to find that there is clear and convincing evidence to find that Mr. Patrick Parmeter poses a significant danger to other persons. That's on the basis of the reports that the court has received into evidence, as well as Lieutenant Curtis's testimony. Judge, there are, and additionally, Judge, I would ask the court to take notice of Mr. Parmeter's demeanor at this hearing. We are without the benefit of video from him, but the way in which he has conducted himself at this hearing, I think, is indicative of exactly the things that Lieutenant Curtis is concerned about, which is deteriorating mental health, escalating behaviors that have gotten to the point of Mr. Parmeter finding it necessary to patrol or walk, whatever you want to call it, around his property brandishing firearms. And whether or not Mr. Parmeter believes that is necessary to protect himself from his neighbors, that is not supported by any evidence that is before the court, is not supported by any evidence that has been gathered by the sheriff's office. To the contrary, Judge, it would seem to be that it's Mr. Parmeter's neighbors that have taken actions to protect themselves from Mr. Parmeter himself. Wow. And that is evidenced by the existence of the harassment restraining order. That's specifically court file 31CV25774. Lieutenant Curtis has testified that there have been alleged violations of that harassment restraining order, and that combined with the concerns regarding Mr. Parmeter's mental health, as well as most concerningly, his decision to walk around his property brandishing firearms. Judge, that is most...
Objection, Your Honor. He's saying brandishing firearms, but yet the officer cannot define what
Your objection is sustained. Anything further, Mr. Folkold? So, all right, Mr. Parmeter, any closing argument?
I would like to have an attorney representing me with a continuance. Yes, my entire civil liberties are being completely wiped here. But yes, I do have. Deputy Trombley. An individual has multiple interactions with me, and literally on a recording made public, he admitted to falsifying documents. So, yes, I have accused Itasca County Sheriff's Department of corruption. And this is a prime example of what it is. You are using a veteran's limp and calling it narcotic use. You are taking a veteran's right to bear arms, Second Amendment right to walk on his own property, abiding by 100% of the laws, not saying anything, not confronting anyone. Whether I'm brandishing or not, that is my God-given constitutional right to walk on my property, to bear arms on my property. Clearly, I may not be suit and tie, top-notch, articulated person, but I got a First Amendment right also. And whether you like how I say or what I say, don't like it? Well, that's just too damn bad. Because I am who I am. And I will not bend, bow, or kneel to a corrupt organization. I've also made it crystal clear also that the corruptness of this is widespread through probations and even attorneys, legal aid, and judges. I'm being forced to represent myself in these hearings and proceedings. And I'm being harassed by the Itasca County Sheriff's Department, which, I have plenty of proof of, and will be presented accordingly. So, do I seem my mental health is actually deteriorating, Your Honor? Or is it I'm just pissed off and fed up of being harassed? Being an asshole is not a mental health issue. It's a choice. And I choose to be one. I rest my case.
Okay, thank you. All right, the court is going to find that Itasca County has established by clear and convincing evidence based on the reports that have been filed and received in this matter, Lieutenant Curtis's testimony, as well as the demeanor of Mr. Parmeter at today's hearing, that there is clear and convincing evidence that Mr. Parmeter poses a significant danger of bodily harm to other persons or is at a significant risk of suicide by possessing a firearm, and that Mr. Parmeter...
I am, for the record, not suicidal.
Mr. Parmeter, you cannot interrupt either the bodily harm to others of taking their life.
You are a corrupt piece of shit, and we are done. Have a nice day.
We're going to...
Hold me in contempt, but you are not locking me up for something else. I want representation. Want representation from the very beginning.
Whether or not this is to be for a minimum of 6 months or up to a year, I am asking for up to a year.
That request is granted. This matter will be